The following opinions are solely those of BoatTEST.com and its test captain.
This is Jason Wood at BoatTEST.com. Today we're going to take a look at the new Formula 400 Super Sport crossover, another boat in this builder's fleet of game-changing crossover designs. Let's see how she performs and take a look at her operating features. We were in luck on our test day, and the Formula 400 SSC was in rack storage, so we were able to get a good look at her running surface prior to our test. Knowing a little bit about what's going on beneath the waterline can help explain her performance when we get her on the water. John Adams has been the designer of Formula boats for more than 45 years. He broke the code years ago on the design shapes and parameters that make the best hulls for Formula boat owners. More recently, he's added steps in the Faztech hull for the 400 SSC. Her entry is sharp to help prevent pounding when it gets rough, and the bottom warps to 21 degrees of deadrise at the transom, 3 degrees less than the optimal 24-degree deep V deadrise. This is a calculated compromise between riding comfort and speed that Adams and Formula have decided over the years is the best place to be. The forward step is 3.5 inches deep, and there the strakes are 4 inches wide and the chine is 4.5 inches wide. These steps introduce air to the running surface to help break the water's suction grip on the hull, reducing the drag of the wetted surface to make the boat go faster and burn less fuel. This is not a marketing gimmick, it actually works. Between the steps, the hull has a single strake that's 3.5 inches wide. The strakes and chines provide horizontal surfaces that create lift to help the boat jump on plane, improve fuel efficiency, and help reduce the rolling moment. The aft step is 4.5 inches deep, and from there to the transom, it's just the smooth surface of the hull with no strakes. The chine is 5.5 inches wide here, and trim tabs are 26 inches long. In the forefoot, there's a 7.25 inch diameter tunnel for the optional electric bow thruster. Now let's get her in the water and see what she can do. The Formula 400 SSC has a length overall of 40 feet and a beam of 12 feet. With an empty weight of 23,700 pounds, 400 gallons of fuel, no water, and 3 people on board, she had an estimated test weight of 26,705 pounds. Powered by 4 350 horsepower Mercury Verado outboards turning Rev 4 14 5/8 by 19 props, we reached a top speed of 61.1 miles per hour at 6,430 RPM. Best cruise was at 5,500 RPM and 50.8 miles per hour. It was at that speed that the 73.9 gallon per hour fuel burn translated into 0.7 miles per gallon and a range of 247 statute miles. The Formula 400 SSC accelerated from a dead stop and got on plane in 4.7 seconds, went from 0 to 20 miles per hour in 8.4 seconds, and on to 30 miles per hour in 12.5 seconds. The Formula 400 SSC has the high-speed handling we've come to expect from this builder, with a confidence-building inward lean to bank through hard turns at speed. It's always wise to look carefully before executing turns like these, especially when there's a mosquito fleet of personal watercraft around. At slow speeds, the Mercury joystick piloting for outboard system makes light work of precise maneuvers as the outboards independently direct thrust proportional to the movement of the joystick. That bow thruster helps when wind or current try to play havoc. Formula has racing in her DNA, and that extends to the helm, where a 3-position helm seat serves a wide dash. The dashboard has loads of command and control function within reach. A pair of widescreen Raymarine Axiom XL multifunction displays are set into Formula's liquid black floating panel dash. The joystick piloting for outboards unit is well placed prominently forward and above the binnacle. The trim tab controls are near the throttle and shift levers, as is the remote for the electronics. The Mercury SmartCraft VesselView display puts all engine management functions on one screen for ease of use, and the Mercury Verado outboards have plenty of add-on features to dial in the efficiency and performance. We wouldn't mind seeing the joystick for the bow thruster positioned closer to the outboard joystick, as those two controls would likely sometimes be used in tandem. There's a dedicated separate button for the horn. Rocker switches operate many electrical functions. A power sunroof is controlled from the helm dash rockers or from the Raymarine digital switching touchscreen integrated into the helm multifunction display. The system operates all the electrical switching and can even be accessed through an available iPad. The breaker reset panel is in the helm footwell, which makes it hard to read the labels. I'd rather see it mounted higher somewhere else. Next to that is a hatch that gives access to components of the LaunchPort digital switching system. The locking glove box has USB connections to plug in devices, as well as card slots to connect cartography to the chart plotter. There's a tray for phones directly below. Each seat in the bank of helm and companion seats has its own flip-up bolster. Quarter light vents to port and starboard let natural ventilation flow through the main deck area. Opposite the helm seating is a locker designed to stow the dock lines. A large 2-panel windshield minimizes sightline obstacles and distortion. This sliding windshield section opens up the foredeck area and has a spring-loaded barrel latch to hold it closed and open. There's a clear acrylic air dam to help keep the wind at bay on chilly days. The foredeck has a hatch that conceals the electric windlass. The anchor sits on a through-the-stem pulpit. As we've mentioned before, we'd like to see better access to the road locker. The foredeck is covered with non-skid and has 8-inch mooring cleats to either side. Beneath the portside walkway through the transom is a hatch offering quick access to a large lazarette. Better access is thanks to electric rams that raise the entire aft seat and sun pad. The space holds a sea chest, batteries, inverters and battery chargers, fuel filters, diamond plate pattern composite decking, the genset, and a fixed fire extinguisher system. The aft lounging area hides a large locker beneath for stowing fenders and the like. A water hookup as well as a pair of 30-amp shore power connections and a TV hookup are on the port side of the transom. The battery switches are in the same transom console that also has a locker to stow shore power cords, and the shore power breakers are handy right inside there as well. There's an automated flushing system connected to all 4 outboards, and they should be flush after each use, even in fresh water. The operator simply hooks up a dock hose and hits the button. The system takes the engines through the complete flushing process. These hatch lids expand the usable deck space on the swim platform in the down position, but flip up to expose the rigging tubes and hydraulic lines for the quad outboards. Pull-up cleats in the corners of the platform are an unobtrusive way to improve mooring options. In the helm console, a 3-step companionway leads to the lower deck. Air conditioning and stereo remotes, as well as the magnetic charging station for the iPad that controls the digital switching, are all handy on a column in the salon. The locker beneath the galley counter has the manual control for the 56-gallon water system, with a tank gauge. The refrigerator to port is flanked by the AC and DC electrical panels aft, and a locker that stows a fire extinguisher forward. Well, that's our review of the operational features as well as our performance test of the Formula 400 SSC. But she's got a lot more to see as far as comfort features and amenities, so be sure to see our other video. Until then, this is Jason Wood for BoatTEST.com.